is News 3 Now at 6.
As the sun sets this evening, a special tribute will be lighting the night. It's for the 273 COVID-19 victims in Dane County and those who have cared for them.
Madeline O'Neill is live at the Alliant Energy Center with how they're being honored. Maddie?
Well, the memorial is set to start here. The parking lot at the Alliant Energy Center really filling up, not only with those here to watch, but police, fire trucks, EMS vehicles, all ready to turn their emergency lights on for 27 minutes. 1 minute for every 10 Dane County residents whose lives were lost to COVID-19. Now we're expecting to hear an opening song and then remarks from Dane County Executive Joe Parisi and Madison Mayor Satya Rhodes Conway soon. And anyone is allowed to attend here. They're just asked to stay in their car and turn off their headlights as those emergency lights go on, which is expected after the public remarks here. And now we're expecting this to be a pretty powerful sight here at the Alliant Energy Center, which really has been at the center of much of our pandemic response. We will bring you this full story tonight on News 3 Now at 10.
All right, Maddie, thank you. And across the state, there were no new COVID-related deaths confirmed today. In total, more than 6,400 Wisconsinites have died. State and county health officials confirm 308 new cases today. That's about half the 7-day rolling average of 610.
To weather now, a bit colder tonight, but we can enjoy plenty of sunshine this week. Let's check your first warn forecast with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canaldi.
And Charlotte, that'll help temperatures as well. In fact, it's still light out here at 6 o'clock. In a couple weeks when we go on daylight saving time, we'll actually be light another hour in the evening. Live here from the Queen Bee Radio Sky Cam in Platteville shows clear skies and still snow cover, but not as much as we had even a week ago. And low temperatures this morning were in the upper teens to the lower 20s. Madison dropped to 21, Janesville at 23. High temperatures today, mostly below freezing. Here in Madison, we made it up to 29. Janesville did hit 34 degrees and Boscobel at 33, but just about everybody else is under freezing. And right now, temperatures are in the lower to middle 20s. Madison already down to 25 degrees. By tomorrow morning, we'll be down to around 8 degrees above zero, but the winds will be light, so wind chills won't be much of a factor. Those clear skies will allow those temperatures to drop off, but those clear skies will also bring plenty of sunshine for tomorrow as our high temperature jumps right back up to 42 as winds pick up out of the south. We have more nice weather on the way after that. I'll have the details and weather in a few minutes.
8.5% of Wisconsinites have completed their COVID-19 vaccination series. That includes more than 22% of Wisconsinites in the 65 and older age group. Almost 16% of residents have gotten at least one dose of the shot. In Dane County, 11.5% of residents have gotten both doses, including 32% of people in the 65 and older age group. 18% of residents have received at least one shot. Wisconsin DHS officials expect to receive an initial allocation of 47,000 Johnson & Johnson vaccines next week. Those will be incorporated into the state's allocation strategy. The FDA authorized the vaccine for emergency use over the weekend. Governor Evers says this third vaccine option is a game changer, since it will help with one of the biggest hurdles states are facing: supply. Last week, the state distributed more than 233,000 vaccines, so these additional Johnson & Johnson vaccines will mean a 20% increase.
The Madison Teachers Union is calling on local and state leaders to prioritize teachers for the vaccine. Educators became eligible today under the state's latest guidance. A statement reads that this is especially important for the diverse Madison School District, given that communities of color have been disproportionately impacted by COVID-19. The statement goes on to say teachers are disappointed in Public Health Madison and Dane County's recent announcement that its plans to vaccinate teachers would be delayed at least 2 weeks due to a lack of supply. A statement from the Madison School District says they support the teachers union's call for equitable vaccine distribution and prioritizing school districts. A spokesperson says they're working closely with public health officials to explore alternatives to expedite the vaccine process for staff. Governor Tony Evers gets to decide where some of the federal funding for schools goes in our state. Districts already received some of it, but as Gabriela Becerra explains, Republican representatives want him to send more to specific ones. Gabby?
Well, Eric, Wisconsin Republicans are asking the governor to send more money to schools that went back to in-person learning. The group of representatives says the benefits of in-person learning outweighs the risks of the pandemic. But in order to send kids back into the classroom, a lot of costly changes had to be made, like extra cleaning, regular COVID testing, and hiring more teachers. Legislators want to reward the schools that have been doing that since September.
The federal funds need to be prioritized to those who have faced the greatest risk and those who have borne the largest financial burden because of it.
The Republicans added that schools which stayed virtual should not be rewarded. And the legislators say that only the governor can decide where this money goes, so it would be a waste of their time to try to make any laws to change that.
News 3 Now has learned through an open records request that Madison police did not file criminal charges in an alleged hate crime in the parking lot of Portillo's because surveillance video didn't appear to capture the disturbance. According to the original police report, a black man says a group of Trump supporters confronted him while he was sitting in the car with his daughter, waiting for his wife to come out of the restaurant. He says the group was yelling racial slurs at them. Investigators say they couldn't develop probable cause in the case because surveillance video didn't show anyone gesturing at the man's vehicle or approaching it. The investigator says there was no visible timestamp on the Portillo's surveillance video, so there's no way to compare the time for accuracy.
A first warned traffic note: construction on the Beltline's new flex lane begins tonight. Lane closures will happen from 6:30 p.m. until 6 a.m. on weekdays, starting with a stretch between Stoughton Road and Todd Drive. Daytime lane closures will also happen daily, except for Fridays and Saturdays. The flex lane will allow drivers to use the median shoulders during peak travel times.
Almost all of the people are out of a homeless encampment in Madison tonight, but there are piles of their belongings left behind. Today was the deadline the city gave them to move out.
And Jamie Perez is at McPike Park now with what they dealt with today and what their plans are for the park going forward. Jamie?
All right, well, earlier today, there were still quite a few tents and personal belongings left over for them to pick up. There still are, if you can see beyond this fence here. City crews also were working on building this fence to temporarily close it to the public so that they could continue their work. Now, today I asked the city where these homeless folks are staying now and what they plan to do with the park going forward.
Packing up your home is no easy task, but one that Eric Pottinger spent his afternoon doing by city orders.
I'm just trying to get the stuff that is, that I can grab and carry. You only own what you can carry at a dead run.
2 weeks ago, the city notified people staying here that McPike Park is not a designated homeless encampment. They asked that everyone move themselves and their belongings elsewhere by today. Anything left over? Crews are picking up and removing. It's something Pottinger is a bit disheartened by, but understands.
It's a little premature right now for this second. They pushed us out this early, before the snow basically melted. But it's realistic, I guess. I mean, it's not, it's not. They were very even-handed the whole way.
The tents that are intact will be placed on pallets and stored.
Jim O'Keefe is the City of Madison's Community Development Director. He and contracted crew members will be here for weeks cleaning out the items that were left behind.
You can see much of this has been discarded.
He said as of yesterday, there were few, if any, people still living here. He's been working with community outreach groups to make sure everyone who was staying here found safe and alternate places to stay.
This is not a location that's conducive to living, for people to live, and it's not been a safe place for people using the camp. For months, we have been focused on this particular location and working with people that have been using the park to find other accommodations.
O'Keefe said they'll need to wait until the snow melts to get anything left underneath and wait for some of the items to thaw. They're hoping to open up the park to the public this spring.
And O'Keefe said that they are saving some of the items that they were able to salvage here and keeping them with the city in storage for up to 45 days. Now, those who were living here, O'Keefe believes that they have found safe places to go in nearby tiny homes, hotels, and shelters.
Jamie Perez reporting live. Jamie, thank you.
Coming up next at 6, a Sun Prairie restaurant owner is helping a local pizzeria that suffered major damage after a driver crashed into their building over the weekend. Find out how you can help.
Hi, I'm Dr. Sheesh Raval with the OrthoTeam Clinic at Stoughton Health. I hope you can join us for our upcoming event discussing the treatment and prevention of ACL injuries.
You may not know them. The coffee shop owner who knows your order. The couple who saves your seats. family down the street who greets you with a smile. They've been there for you. Now you can be there for them. Donate today and help our friends and neighbors keep their power on.
You've heard that an apple a day keeps the doctor away, but you still need to see your dentist because getting good dental care is important to your overall health. You know dental bills can take a big bite out of your budget, especially if you're retired or on Medicare. Even a simple cleaning can cost $200. And other procedures like crowns and root canals can cost hundreds, even thousands more. But affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company can help. Give us a call or go online for this free information kit with all the details. This isn't just a discount plan or for checkups only. This is real dental insurance that can help pay for over 350 covered procedures, like cleanings, fillings, crowns, even dentures. There are no deductibles, no annual maximum, and you can see any dentist you like. So don't wait. Call or go to sendinfokit.com to get your free information kit. Call now.
Hi, I'm Dr. Sheesh Raval with the OrthoTeam Clinic at Stoughton Health. I hope you can join us for our upcoming event discussing the treatment and prevention of ACL injuries.
The Department of Ag, Trade, and Consumer Protection released a report into Wisconsin businesses today. The Weights and Measures Bureau conducted over 250,000 investigations statewide. They found that consumers are getting what they paid for from businesses.
We're assessing whether the scales and the meters and the packages and the prices are all accurate for commerce.
Now, among their findings, the Bureau reported 100% of gas pumps they tested allocated to the correct amount or more to consumers. This year's findings followed trends from previous years. If consumers do have complaints, they can submit them at the Department of Ag, Trade, and Consumer Protection website. That's datcp.wi.gov.
In addition to the sauce, cheese, and crust, Sun Prairie Pizza Place is proving kindness is a key ingredient. On Saturday, a truck crashed into Anna's Pizzeria. The driver died, and the crash damaged the business. Brady Mallory shows us how one of its competitors is stepping up and how you can help. Brady?
Yeah, according to Anna's Pizzeria Facebook page, the business is closed until further notice. That crash left a big hole in the side of the building and a lot of damage in the dining area. That's why a high school student who works at Salvatore's Tomato Pies wants to help. He's teaming up with his boss, the owner of Sal's, and has created a GoFundMe in order to help the owner of Anna's rebuild and bounce back. In a little more than a day, it's already raised more than $1,700. And though it's easy to say these two pizza places are competition, that's not how Patrick DePula and Carson Lipinski see it.
It's more about community than competition. I mean, I don't know the owners of Anna's, and neither does Carson. But, here we are trying to, we're going to end up raising thousands of dollars for this cause, and it's because it's the right thing to do.
Young people like myself, especially want to go out and make a difference, and which is all inspired by the company I work for and then the greater Sun Prairie community together.
Well, you can also help in another way. On Wednesday, for every specialty pie sold at Salvatore's in Monona or Sun Prairie, it'll donate $10 to that fund. And there's also an auction. To find out more about that and the link to the GoFundMe, visit this story on channel3000.com.
Still ahead at 6, we're answering common COVID-19 vaccine questions, including what changes after you've received a shot and what precautions you still need to take. And a long stretch of sunshine and warmer temperatures this week. Gary will have the details in your Firstborn forecast.
Tonight on CBS, the night starts with The Neighborhood, followed by Bob Hart's Abishola. Then it's time for drama with All Rise and Bull. Then get a complete wrap-up of the day's news on News 3 Now at 10.
Get more enjoyment from your outdoor space with patio enclosures. Right now, get 25% off your sunroom, plus no payments for 1 year. Virtual and in-home appointments available. Call today. Patio enclosures.
Stop
Stop whitening your smile the old-fashioned way with strips and trays that can take 30 minutes to an hour. I'm Jonathan Greenhut, the CEO of PowerSwabs. When I met Dr. Ginniker and he introduced me to PowerSwabs and I saw how effective they were and how easy they were to use, I knew we had to share it with the world. PowerSwabs was clinically studied to whiten natural teeth as well as stained caps, crowns, and veneers. It's so effective, it works on stains caused by coffee, tea, red wine, and even smoking. For those of you who have that one stained tooth that's darker than the rest, PowerSwabs can target that area using swab precision.
I really love the fact that you're able to go individually on each tooth and make sure that it's going to be wider.
If you have yellowing between your teeth, if you have coffee or tea stains near your gum line, just snap, swab, and smile. And in each 5-minute application, you'll see whiter teeth. So stop whitening your smile the old-fashioned way with strips and trays that can take 30 minutes to an hour. And start using the PowerSwabs 5-minute solution. Just snap, swab, and smile.
After just 7 days, the results were awesome. PowerSwabs was easy to use every day, and each day I could see it better and better, and from beginning to end, it's definitely whiter. They look clean, they feel clean, and people have made comments about it, which is nice.
Call for your 5-minute solution to whiter teeth. Order PowerSwabs and receive up to 40% off the retail price. And as an added bonus, by ordering in response to this advertisement, get a free PowerSwabs Quick Stick pen with your order. The Quick Stick pen is your on-the-go solution to help prevent stains from adhering to your teeth after drinking coffee, tea, or even after smoking. And in addition to saving up to 40% on your purchase and your free Quick Stick pen, get free shipping by ordering now. Dial the number on your screen or visit powerswabs.com today.
Get more enjoyment from your outdoor space with patio enclosures. Right now, get 25% off your sunroom, plus no payments for 1 year. Virtual and in-home appointments available. Call today. Patio enclosures.
The month of February is a month that we probably don't want to look back on, but we should at least take one more glance back at it. For the month, our temperature was 10.7 degrees below average. That is the 12th coldest February on record, and it was mainly because of the second and third weeks of the month where temperatures were averaging about 25 to 30 degrees below normal almost every single day. The first week, temperatures were a little bit below normal with a couple of days above normal. Last week of the month, temperatures were above normal every single day, but only by a few degrees, so it wasn't enough to make up for the cold weather that we had in the middle part of the month. As far as March is concerned, our average temperature should be 36 degrees at this time. By the end of the month, we should be up to 50, and we're going to exceed that by the early part of next week. We've been as warm as 83 back in that warm March of 2012. On this day back in 1962, our temperature dropped to 29 below zero, so it still could be really cold at this time of the year. Average precipitation, a little over 2 inches, about 7 inches of snow on average, but we're not going to see much, in fact, nothing in terms of accumulating snow over the next week and a half. The Climate Prediction Center outlook for the month of February, this was the older update back in mid-February, calling for above normal temperatures from Madison southward. Look at the new update, now calling for above normal temperatures through much of the eastern two-thirds of the country with the highest probabilities in and around Madison. Precipitation, the earlier outlook, below normal precipitation in the southwest, above normal precipitation here. You can see pretty much the same, expanding that area out west a little bit more as far as below normal precipitation into the drought area. And for the 3-month temperature and precipitation outlooks for March, April, and May, meteorological spring, still calling for above normal temperatures from Madison southward and above normal precipitation around here, below normal precipitation out west and down through the area around the Gulf Coast. 3 things you need to know in our forecast. It'll be a cold night tonight. Temperatures dropping into the upper single digits, but tomorrow we'll see plenty of sunshine. In fact, pretty much for the rest of the week, high temperatures will be back into the 40s tomorrow, and we'll see dry weather all the way through the weekend. As we check out Weather Track right now, showers and thunderstorms in the southeastern part of the country with the subtropical jet stream. The polar jet stream has pushed to the north. That locks up all the cold air in Canada, and being in between the jet streams means our weather stays very quiet, and that'll be the trend for the foreseeable future. You can see right now in the Midwest, lots of clear skies here. High pressure is located just out to our west. So again, it's going to be cold tonight with the clear skies and still some snow cover on the ground, but that high pressure system means we're not going to see much in the way of wind, so there won't be any wind chill really to speak of. And And on the other side of that warm front, take a look where temperatures are now. In the 50s as far north as Montana and western North Dakota. Right now, we're still in the 20s, so as that warm front moves eastward, our temperatures will start to go up beginning tomorrow. And our Metro Futurecast for tomorrow calls for a high of 42 after that overnight low temperature of 8 degrees, so a quick warm-up thanks to winds picking up out of the south-southwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour. 7 to 10 day forecast. Look for plenty of sunshine, high temperatures middle 40s on Wednesday, lower 40s on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, mid 40s on Sunday, maybe a few flurries or a little freezing drizzle Sunday night on a warm front, then lower 50s Monday and Tuesday, showers, perhaps even a thunderstorm on Wednesday of next week, and a few shower chances on Thursday. We'll be right back.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
I can't take it anymore. It's time for a change. Buy one window, get one free? Perfect.
I can change, honey.
Not you. These drafty old windows.
Oh.
It's time for a change. Buy one window, get one free from Feldco.
Buy one, get one free, and soon. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
It's the Mattress Madness sale at Steinhoffel's. Get great deals on all the best mattress brands, like a Queen Beauty Rest Silver mattress for the price of a twin, a free box spring with any Dreams Cool Copper or Cool Touch mattress, or buy a purple hybrid and get a free pillow and sheet set. Make your new mattress more affordable with Steinhoffel's special 60-month financing and free delivery. Only at Steinhoffel's and steinhoffels.com.
Get the max out of your tax refund at iMart Express. With 2 pairs starting under $40, you'll spend less on the have-tos and keep more for the want-tos. Our prices won't break the bank. Your tax refund goes further at iMart Express.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sweet. With great deals, get ready to turn your dreams into reality.
Hurry in, because right now you can get $1,500 customer cash on a spacious new 2021 Highlander or Highlander Hybrid.
Ready, set, go get your Toyota today.
Toyota, let's go places.
We all love reading the magazine, but did you know there's additional exclusive Madison Magazine content here on channel3000.com? Click on Madison Magazine for timely food stories and blogs on the local food scene that don't appear in the magazine. Find arts and entertainment and interesting Madisonians. There are featured columnists and online extras like photo galleries and videos. Channel 3000 and Madison Magazine. Together, they're your one source for all things Madison.
Hi, folks. Tuesday morning, we're back in the 608 with an inside look at one of the area's newest fitness studios, why they chose to open up, and how they're finding success during the pandemic. We'll see you starting at 4:30 on News 3 Now this morning.
Some of you may be saying tonight, I'm fully vaccinated, so now what? Well, more than half of people 65 and older have gotten both doses of the shot, and they have some questions.
Is it safe to eat out, go to a movie, or hug family? Christina Laurie took your questions to one of Madison's top doctors.
Doctors say you still have to wear a mask, even after getting both doses of the vaccine. So that has many people wondering, what changes? Where can you go? What can you do? Who can you see? Let's start with social interactions. Can you spend time inside with family and friends?
There isn't a completely safe, no-risk way to do that right now.
UW Health's Dr. Jeff Pothoff says proceed with caution. Indoor get-togethers are relatively safe if everyone is vaccinated.
Even with a gathering where people maybe aren't so high risk, what you could be facilitating is kind of like a super spreader event. Wherever those people go to next, they could spread COVID to additional people.
It's hard to avoid others when eating out. So how safe is dining indoors post-vaccine?
More safe for you, the diner, but you may be still putting the staff at risk.
Especially if they haven't gotten their vaccines. Many Wisconsin service industry and grocery store workers are waiting. However, going grocery shopping is something that can change. Dr. Pothoff says the risk is low, even among the elderly.
Once you're vaccinated, it's been 7 or 10 days after that second dose, you stay distanced, you wear your mask. I feel pretty comfortable telling people that it's okay to do that.
And with spring break season quickly approaching, is it safe to travel?
If you're vaccinated and you're going to fly somewhere and then essentially be within your bubble or, with your immediate family members that you live with here in Wisconsin anyways, then I wouldn't have too much concern.
We started with family, so let's end with that too. I know looking around my apartment, I see photos of my grandpa and I want nothing more than to give him a giant hug. But Dr. Pothoff says, hold off just 3 or 4 more months. We're in the home stretch here before 75 to 80% of Wisconsinites are vaccinated, and it will be safe to hug your loved ones once again. Reporting in Madison, Christina Laurie, News 3 Now.
News 3 Now is getting your vaccine-related questions answered, so please share your comments or story ideas with us by clicking on the Answering Your Questions link on channel3000.com.
Well, the dream for Packer fans of a homecoming for J.J. Watt has come to an end. The former Badger, who grew up in Pewaukee cheering for the Packers, is heading to the Arizona Cardinals. Multiple sources say it's a 2-year deal worth $31 million, $23 million guaranteed. And you have to think that's a big part of the draw to Arizona for the off-injured, soon-to-be 32-year-old. He was scheduled to make $17.5 million in base salary with the Houston Texans before they released him earlier this month. Well, let's go to Gary. Final check of the forecast.
Pretty nice out there, other than the fact it's a little on the cold side, but the winds are light, so it's actually pretty comfortable for this time of year. As we check out the live view from the Edgewater Skycam, you can see the skies are clear here in Madison. Temperatures are in the middle 20s in Madison already. A few places in the upper 20s, a few places, especially north of Madison, dropping into the lower 20s. Our temperatures will drop off to the single digits above zero by early tomorrow morning. So it will be a cold night, but again, with light winds, it's not going to make much of a difference because wind chills won't be much of a factor. And then tomorrow, those winds will pick up during the day, but they'll be out of the south. And notice the difference in temperatures. We start out just in the middle teens by 7 a.m. By late afternoon, we're already in the 40s, probably looking at a high temperature of about 42 degrees with sunny skies, and the 7 to 10-day forecast calling for temperatures to remain in the lower to middle 40s for the rest of this week with plenty of sunshine, dry weather through the weekend, maybe a flurry or a little patchy freezing drizzle Sunday night on a warm front, and then temperatures lower 50s early next week, showers, perhaps even a thunderstorm on Wednesday with high temperatures around 50, dropping back to the middle 40s with a chance of showers on Thursday. But that's a pretty good looking forecast after what we went through in February.
It sure is. Gary, thank you.
Here's another live look tonight at Dane County's tribute to the 273 community members lost to COVID-19. Fire, police, and EMS agencies have turned on their lights to light the night in honor of those victims. This silent recognition will continue for 27 minutes, 1 minute for each of the 10 Dane County lives lost. Madeline O'Neill will have more from the memorial service tonight on News 3 Now at 10. Have a good evening.